I just thought it would be nice to have a look at one more TV tonight if we've got time, and then you can tuck me up nicely in bed. Oh, we're actually recording. I didn't realise we're actually recording. Somebody asked me about the last video about the remote. And this is the remote I used, which was the same sort of year as the TV. There was something else special about this remote, and I can't remember. Oh, that was it. Which camera are we on? We're on the big camera. The big camera. There's a button there called Tuner. Samsung TVs from ages ago, when we'd gone from analog to digital, some of the TVs, you couldn't switch over from analog to digital. Well, you could if you used the button on the TV, but people forgot about that and they never did. And if they lost this remote, they'd replace it with any Samsung remote, but it wouldn't have the tuner button on, and you needed that tuner button to switch it to digital anyway. That's the things I remember from ages ago. Now, in the last video, of course, I had to use my Brian, as I put it. My Brian. I meant my brain. I'm sure you understand. It's been a long day, and I haven't finished yet. And I'm going to use my Brian once again. In fact, even before I plug this in, because the fault on this is dead no power, and most of the people that watch this channel will know that when it comes to a Vestel TV, as this is, I'm running out of room, but let me lift the camera up. There we go. This is a JVC Vestel, and the customer says it's completely dead. I, using my Brian alone, will tell you that this TV is not completely dead. It's going to be the back. It's going to be the backlights. And the standby light on here on these is so tight. I don't even know where the standby light is. Is it this side? It's here, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. But the standby light is so tiny, people don't notice it. Right. Standby light. Okay, sometimes my Brian doesn't work as well as I want it to. Is that switched on? Toggle switch. Oh. Yeah, that is the LED. Okay, we'll edit that bit out. What a twit. It's dead. What do you reckon then? A dead JVC. Is this a smart one? Yeah, it is. It's a smart JVC. Let me switch cameras because that one's just not big enough, baby. It looks quite old. Well, 2018. But it's a Freeview Play one, so it means it's got to keep all the apps. So it will be a good smart TV still. Do bear that in mind. If your TV says Freeview Play, it's not gonna lose its apps as quick as anything else. Which is amazing to say it's a Vestel TV. When Vestel first started doing smart TVs, their apps were very poor. You were lucky to get 2 or 3 decent apps. I wonder what's going to happen with the apps of the future, because it must be costing you, if you're the type of, if you've got a family and they all like different things, you've got to have Disney, you've got to have Netflix, more than likely going to have Amazon Prime. You may be paying for the BBC license fee. You may want Paramount, Discovery. My goodness, it could be costing a family about £150 a month in apps alone. And I think that's going to stop. I think that will come to an end. Why am I using this screwdriver? Because you can't find a bigger one. There's a bigger one staring at you. Use your Brian. Anyway, I just think it's becoming too much, and I think people will stop paying for these apps, and these companies are going to have to get together. They're going to have to merge and sort it out, mate. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to sort it out. I don't like the screws in this TV. That other screwdriver was too small. This one's too big. I do miss my screwdriver, which does everything. I must bring it up from the... I must buy another. That's what I must do. I must find out which one it was. Was it a T10 or a T8? It just fitted everything. Anyway. I'm just moaning. I like a good moan. The world's going to pot. The world's gone to pot in this last couple of years. Mind you, imagine being born over the last couple of years and you're going to be brought up in this stupid world where we've got stupid people like Putin and Trump and others. They aren't going to be around for much longer. Putin's got to disappear soon. Trump looks like he's not going to make it to the weekend. And then hopefully we'll get some politicians in, because these world politicians, these international politicians affect us all. And then I think for the people growing up, the next 5 to 15 years, we're going to see an improvement. It can't get any worse. We've got to have politicians that want to serve. All they're doing at the moment is serve themselves. Anyway, enough of that. That's today's politics lesson over. And now on BBC Two, a man breaks another TV using his Brian. Ooh. It's got a DVD. So I've diagnosed wrong straight away. Let me put my glasses on and see if I can see anything black. I'll give you first view. Glasses on. This cap would have been my favourite offering. I'll zoom in. Ooh, hang on a minute. God, this is spooky. I was watching, I think it was my mate Vince. I was watching one of Vince's repairs the other day. He's doing all these Christmas daily repairs, and he had a plug and, oh, you probably can't see it. He had a plug and socket that wasn't quite in, and I shouted at Vince, I said, it's your plug and socket, mate. And the first thing he said was, oh, look, it's the plug and socket. But it turned out not to be that. But that doesn't look in correctly, does it? Well, it didn't click. Let me just plug it in just in case that's fixed it. If that's fixed it, this will be the... This will be the second TV today that I can't really charge for, because I did a Samsung earlier and it wasn't faulty. It was just a remote issue. And I can't charge for those. Switch on. Oh, the plug made a noise. But no, I'm still not getting a standby light. I can't see. I'm going to have to unplug that now. I'm going to have to test some voltages on this. If I'm going to hazard a guess now, you're going to say diodes, because diodes used to go on this power supply all the time. But I don't think it's that. I think the main board is toast. That's what I'm thinking. But let me get my Mutley meter out. Let's just go across the reservoir cap and see if she's taking any volts. That's got nothing. Okay, let's switch to AC a second and switch on again. Please don't tell me the fuse has gone in the plug. It can't have. I heard a click when a little crackle when I put it in. No, so we've got AC going in. There's got to be DC getting to the filter cap then. Has to be. But there isn't. So has the fuse blown? There's no DC there. Let's check continuity and check the bridge. Yes. Bridge rectifier has gone. If the bridge rectifier has gone, bridge rectifiers don't just go. And it's not just the diodes, it isn't. So the fuse is blown, the bridge rectifier has gone. There's a short. How can there be that takeout? Yeah. I think, let's take the board out. I'm just going to check that. I know there's going to be nothing in the bridge rectifier, but I have to see it with my own nose. Nothing. Let's take this board out. So I was wrong again, because I thought it was going to be the thingamajig, didn't I? You know, the what's it? The thingamajig. I thought it was going to be the main board. Oh yeah, there you go. So that will have blown, taken that. That's going to be the starter of it. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3. The diodes will be fine. It's going to be the main driver that's making it look that way, and also the fuse will be out. I ain't fixing that. It's too much to fix on an IPS 62. I'm bound to have an IPS 62 around. I don't know if I've got one here. Have you got one here? I've got that one, but it's not the same one. It's completely different. It will it is an IPS 62. It's got a different transformer on, which means the voltage is going to be different. And it's, oh, and somebody's taken out the capacitor, unless it never had a capacitor for the backlights. Oh, right, yeah, someone's taken the cap out for the backlights. I wonder who could have done that. Here's another IPS62, but it's a blue one again, and it's a different socket. You see, if they're different, they're not just going to allow you to swap the parts over. It's got a different output socket. Can you tell? This one's got an extra couple of pins compared to the one I had. But the quickest way to do this, well, if you go online, you've got to type in the 23 number. But I bet you if I find an IPS62 with a yellow transformer, that's all you need to do. That is the shortcut. That's got the transformer, but it's for a bigger board. This is for a 48 inch. Right, okay, let me just go and check. I have got another handbag full of Vestel boards in my other room. I may be lucky and find one. If not, we'll have to do part 2 tomorrow. Because I've worked hard today. Leave me alone. Give me a minute. Oh, God, it's hissing down outside. Oh, blooming heck. It's raining. Oh, wow, where did this come from? It was sunny when I woke up this afternoon. Hello, it's hissing down. Ooh. I can't believe the weather outside. It really is. Nah, that's not going to do it either. Now, I'm surprised that's not giving us a power on button. I wouldn't plug the backlights into these, but I'm surprised it's not switching on the Dewberry down here. And it's just, if the weather would be okay, I'd go down and fetch the correct board up, but the weather's not okay. It's miserable. So I am going to have to do part 2 in the morning. First thing in the morning, I'll go and fetch one and we'll stick it in and take it from there. But if the weather was a little bit more personable, I would have gone and fetched one tonight. I didn't realise it was as bad as it is, but out there at the moment, my goodness, it's not very nice. It was fine when I came in about an hour and a half ago, but now it's blooming miserable. And I really need a coffee and something to eat, so we'll just put that down as a diagnosis tonight, I'm afraid. And we'll see in the morning if it perks up. All right. Have a nice night. See you later.